All right, T.S. Madison. Monique showed you some love during her interview with Shannon Sharp. Take a look.
I appreciate T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison was the first one to say, no, I heard what he said. So when folks were trying to jump on her, she not down for the black woman. Listen, baby, y'all don't even understand the fights that sister be having when ain't nobody watching for the black woman.
Maddie.
I have to say I love and appreciate Monique for that because, and she also in that same interview cleared up a few things, because everybody was talking about how 50 Cent came through and mended the relationship between she and Lee Daniels and they acted as if she didn't come sit on our very show right here on Fox Soul and spill the tea. And, and we sat and we talked about everything that went on, and I allowed her to speak. And in me allowing her to speak, I listened, and I was not afraid to say what I heard because that is exactly what I heard, on the tape. And then for her to affirm me as a Black trans woman in a space that's dominated by hetero bio folks that, that tend to overlook me, and for her to come and say, she held me down. Now, I did get a lot of backlash from my own community, from the trans community, because they wanted me to be offended because she said it took a transgender to stand in the gap for me. But what the people didn't see, that was not their moment. Trans community, that was not your moment for you to take that and feel some type of way about that. Your moment was to see how the gap was bridged between cis and trans, and how this woman stood in front of her community and said, it took somebody that's ostracized and thrown out to the wolves to stand in the gap for me and understand it. And that's my sister. And she affirmed me by continually using she and her pronouns. So I'm forever grateful for Monique for that, because it was a lot of times that I felt when that situation went down that, like, y'all gonna say that 50 Cent did this and I ain't make the call to Lee Daniels?
You did. Really? And I remember that the Spirit Read said, this is so true. Maddie is for Black women. No doubt. I think you make no secret about that. Yes. I think people that say that you're not choose to misunderstand where you come from. I've always felt that. That's why I always have a lot of love for you.
Yeah.
Now, we think about this.
You know what? I'm going to be messy and I'm going to be serious at the same time, Maddie. I'm going to be messy because Shannon Sharp, it's so funny that Shannon Sharp blocked you, T.S. Madison. However, one of his next biggest viewing interviews, he's sitting with Monique and Shannon mentions you. So first of all, he knows who you are, even to block you, right? And for her to acknowledge how important you are to her in her life was the amazing part. Monique has been in this business for over 20 years. There are tons of other Hollywood people she could go to bridge this gap that was going on. But our lady right here, Fox Soul's own T.S. Madison did that, and that just warmed my heart. It also warmed my heart that a Black female woman brought her arms around a trans Black woman and said she is the reason. So Maddie, I totally feel you when you say that should be the focus that the trans community should have. And just to me, it also is reaffirming, Maddie, of the voice that you have in our community. Trans or not, it's the voice that you have in our community, and your voice is one of honesty, it's one of acknowledgement, it's one that's real, and it's one that obviously a lot of people are connecting to. So keep doing your thing and keep walking in your blessings and your manifestations, love. I'm just glad I have the opportunity to work with you.
Y'all almost made me cry, honey, but I don't want to lose a lash.
Well, we're going to keep on the Love Fest going. Ansel D'Angelo said, Monique is an example of a true ally and friend.